led by the...
Oh, are you serious? I'm getting trolled so hard. I got kicked in the middle of that? Are you serious? Did you get kicked out? So that was probably the biggest bait I experienced in my entire life. Freaking the game suddenly dipped in queue. Everyone thought we were all getting in, and then the entire server of Hellyrr just completely disconnected. And even my friends who were already in the game before that whole thing happened, then got kicked out, and we all had to wait in a queue again. So those of you who haven't figured this out already, this is my day 1 WoW experience video. So like I mentioned before, in between some of the RuneScape videos that you guys are going to see on this channel, there's going to be some WoW content because I'm passionate about this game. I think it's interesting, and RuneScape videos take a long time, so why not fill the in-between with something else that's a very similar style of game to what RuneScape is. Since this is my first time doing a WoW Classic video, a lot of people were asking me to try and make these videos noob-friendly, so people who had no idea what was going on in WoW could kind of have an idea of what's happening. So there's going to be some clips that are explaining things that are going on, and then there's just going to be a lot of random things that were happening on day 1, and random account progress and things like that, kind of mixed together. Consider it kind of like an adventure video in WoW with some informative stuff mixed in. Let's just see how this all went. Well, right off the bat, I already told you, we were in this queue for about 2 hours. We got in, then the server DC'd, and then it took us about another 4 hours before we were ever actually even in the game. So we were waiting in the queue for a little bit over 6 hours before we even actually got to play. And by this time, it was already midnight Eastern, so it was pretty late. Finally moving. It's moving, dude. I think it's forcing people out because I was stuck at 405 for a while. 7, come on. It's so close. 32, let me in. Oh, 5 should be in. Come on, 5. Just oh yes, there we are. We got Dabe. Oh, am I gonna miss the intro cutscene because of that troll that happened earlier? Oh no, I might. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I hope it doesn't make me miss it, but let's see. We're getting in. Let's go. Oh, we missed the intro cutscene. Dude, that blows. To clarify, there's going to be a face cam in this video, and you're probably going to hear my friends that I was also playing with on release day in the background. I was intending to record with another recorder, but for some reason that came out really grainy, so I'd rather you guys just see the face cam rather than a grainy video. So I'm going to kind of explain things as I go to people who don't really understand this game super well. So in order to level up in WoW, you need to complete quests, do dungeons, kill NPCs. Very similar to how you do things in other games, and a lot of you guys know me from RuneScape, so I'll kind of try and explain that in that kind of sense. So right now my quest is a kill quest, so I have to kill these couple of like different NPCs that are around here. You turn in the quests and get XP. So that's what I'm doing right now. So some of these clips I'm just going to commentate over, and I know it's going to be weird that my voice isn't matching up with my face in the background here. So I mentioned that you do quests to get XP to level up. No, you get XP from killing monsters too. Well, every even level, you can head to your class trainer, which is what I'm doing right now, and you can actually spend a little bit of money to get some new abilities. So right there, I unlocked a new ability that was a buff. So this buff gives me some armor. So I decided to buy it, and every 2 levels, I'm going to check back and see if I get anything new.
Does my gender matter or anything?
No. It depends. Do you like looking at tits or no? That's basic.
He's looking.
So I'm sure a lot of you guys are looking around and wondering, for a game that took you 6 hours to log in, why are there pretty much no other people around you? And that's because of something called layering. Now, like I said, it took us a while to get in, so by the time we did, Blizzard seems to have kind of had a pretty big handle on things. But despite the fact that there are so many people in this world, you don't see many because we're all on different layers. Consider it kind of similar to how worlds work in RuneScape, except this is more of a temporary solution to deal with the massive flood of players from the game first starting. So as the game kind of lives out its progression a little bit more, they're going to slowly reduce the amount of layering until it's hopefully reduced to none, because it shouldn't really be a problem anymore. Until then, though, it's done like this so that people can not really have to overly compete for quest mobs or just random NPCs and things like that, so everyone can actually progress in the game and not just be stuck at a standstill. Look, a toad! Who's dead?
Nowhere.
Oh, I didn't even one-hit the toad.
No, I need
That's
to kill stuff.
I'm killing this. It's a matter of
What we
principle. Yeah, they are a little bit.
It's...
Dude, how could this Thistlebore resist me?
So attractive.
I'm irresistible. How could it ever resist? Look at this. Look at this face. Oh wait, can I even look at myself in first person? Oh no, I can't. Just look at this. Look at this hairline, baby. Oh yeah.
What is this?
I have the best hairline in the game.
Again.
How does my hair grow like this? This is impressive. Like, I don't... What would you call this haircut? I'm really not sure. Oh no, this man's dying. Do you need help, Barry?
General Chapman.
You need help, Barry? That's too bad. I'm not helping you. Fuck you, Barry.
Oh,
Alpha.
that's toxic.
Get out of my way,
Barry.
Things used to give me nightmares as a kid, dude. Like, look at this. First person style.
Oh, the furry boys.
Look at that. Ugh. That is actually really f***ing creepy. Ugh. Okay, the only thing about first person that sucks, look at this. When I push Wrath, look at my screen. You can't see anything. Bit of a 2-for-1 tip for you guys here. As you guys see right here, I buffed this random player in passing. Now he's a different class than me, so he has access to different abilities and different buffs. It's kind of just common courtesy to buff people in passing if they don't have your class's buff, even if they're not necessarily in a party with you. And to transition from that, what exactly is a party? Very similar to how systems like this work in other games. If you're with your party, quests and experience get shared, so you can complete quests together, do dungeons together, and things like that. But if someone not in your party attacks an NPC before someone in your party does, the NPC's attack bar will turn gray, and you will no longer obtain experience or items from that NPC. So it's important to only attack things that you or your party have initiated combat with. You guys remember that I mentioned layering earlier. Well, you'll notice that now that I'm out of the very basic starting zone, there seem to be a lot more players here, and that's probably because the layering gets tapered off as you leave the earlier zones, and there's not necessarily as much competition for those same resources. So it seems like that's what they're going to do, so you'll see more players as you progress. I want to reiterate once again, there's going to be a lot of explanation because you guys said you wanted me to make these videos very noob friendly. If you think that this is too much explaining or giving you guys too much information, then feel free to tell me that down below, and in the next video I'll try to give you guys less information about what's going on and more of just the random kind of progression clips. Right here, I'm going to explain to you guys what innkeeping is. So basically, you have a Hearthstone, this is kind of like a home teleport, and instead of only being saved to one location, anytime you visit an inn, which are located in a lot of towns and major cities, you can redirect your Hearthstone there, and it's just like it's a home teleport that you can use once every hour. The item doesn't disappear, it's always going to be there, it's just a 1-hour home teleport. So it's really convenient for getting away from dicey situations, or just getting back to somewhere if you strayed too far away. I'm going to admit something that is probably really silly to a lot of you guys. I'm terrified of any underwater experience in any video game. Because, like,
We'll probably find some
right
somewhere.
now, this water, to me, I'm just worried that a giant shark or something's going to jump out at me. So, there's probably going to be a lot of jump scares in me playing this game, because there are some stuff, like, you have to do underwater, and that stuff freaks the heck out of me. No, you had a quest. No, don't go to your trough. Oh, dude, I get it. We put the spicy food in his trough. Now he's going to poop out so I can charge my Camulet. He has, like, a food trough over here, dude. Where's his compost bin? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna walk all the way through it. Yeah, what do you got now, druid boy? I'm a druid insulting another druid. Time for another double explanation clip. So the first one right here, you see that I just got a small brown pouch. Now, unlike RS, you can actually get pouches and bags to increase your total inventory size in this game. These are made by tailors or dropped by monsters. The second thing that I want to mention, you guys see on the screen right here that this thing I'm hovering over, this little plant, this is something that can only be picked by people with a certain profession. Now, I'll get more into professions later, but to give you guys kind of the most concise way of saying this, people of certain professions have access to doing extra things around the game. Some of those things include mining rocks or picking herbs that they find throughout all of the open world of Azeroth. Now, these work very similarly to rune rocks or mining nodes in RuneScape, where once it's depleted, you kind of have to wait for it to respawn, except instead of respawning in the same spot, it'll respawn kind of randomly throughout the same area. So the same spots will kind of have isolated clusters, but usually things won't spawn in the exact same spot multiple times. Oh fucking god, I tabbed out for 1 second!
What'd you do?
Oh god!
Did you get kicked out?
No, I'm getting murdered!
Oh.
Oh god! No, heal me! Get away! Oh, there's more over here, too. Oh, shit, I think I'm dead. Rip hardcore. Oh, God, I don't know what to do. Do I go in the water? Maybe that'll help me. I think I'll make it. I think they'll... Go. Go, go, go. Get in the water. There's literally, like, no punishment to death, but... Oh, I made it. Can you follow me to the water? Haha! What do I got here? I seek training. I have thorns. Okay. That's probably pretty good. I'll take that. Yeah, Wrath level 2. That'll buff up my damage. Nothing else yet, I don't think. I'm gonna filter this so I can only see spells that I can actually get. Alright, so Thorns is another self buff. I'm gonna put that down here. How long does it last? Last 10 minutes? Alright, I'll put that over here then. I got another healing potion. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, so to people who are wondering why healing potions are good, why I'm like happy to get them. So when you're in combat, the only way to heal is by using healing spells or by using healing potions. You can't eat food or anything in combat because combat interrupts that. So having healing potions is just a good way to kind of get yourself out of a nasty situation. I should probably actually put that on my hotbar. Write that on there. In case I need it. Oh, hey, someone around me got it. Or, oh, is this mine? Oh, this is mine. Now, I paused this so I can explain it to you guys a little bit more clearly. What you see on screen right now is an uncommon item. Now, the reason that this little thing popped up instead of the item just going into my backpack is because I'm in a party with my friends. Even though none of them are actually near me right now, this is the generic group loot system. Now, what the options mean on your screen, the top one is need and the bottom one is greed. So if the item that's dropped is an upgrade for you, you'd click need because you need it. It'll upgrade your gear. And if you just want it because you just want some money, you'll click greed. Now, what happens when you click either of these buttons is that it's just a dice roll. Everybody who clicks that option will then roll. Whoever gets the highest roll gets the item. However, if everybody clicks greed except one person who clicks need, the person who clicked need will win every time because they should get priority over that item, and that's just how it works. So if you click need, you need the item, and you get priority over people who greed roll.
You see that 6 sword?
I did not. Where did you link it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a short bastard, sorry. Now it's time to introduce you guys to a major city. Now, there are a few major cities for each faction. This one, for me, is the Night Elf major city known as Darnassus. Major cities are where a lot of people hang out because it's just kind of like bank standing in a way. There's a lot of people that are there for a lot of the features in the city, such as class trainers, profession trainers, secondary profession trainers, and the auction house. Now, the auction house is a very, very similar function to the Grand Exchange. You put items up, and people of your faction can buy those items. The only difference is people can actually see who listed the item and how much the item is listed for exactly, so they know exactly what they're buying. It also allows you to look at the stats of items before you buy it, just so you know you're not going to get ripped off. Now it's time to introduce you guys to the concept of professions. I'm going to keep this fairly simple since I don't want to overwhelm anybody, but this is very different to RuneScape. Now, in RuneScape, you can do every skill. You can do mining, woodcutting, you can do fishing, you can do all that. Now, in WoW, it works a little bit differently. You can have every secondary profession, like fishing, cooking, and first aid. However, you can only have 2 primary professions. Now, these primary professions are things like skinning, mining, herbalism. You can also have tailoring, leatherworking, and things like that. They all provide their own little bonuses in the game, and I'm not going to really get into which one is the best, and there are a lot of videos out there for that. However, my class is a druid, so I wear a lot of leather armor, so I decided to go with skinning and leatherworking, because skinning provides me with leathers that I can use to then train my leatherworking skill. I might change this in the future, and if I do so, I'm going to lose all the existing progress I have in this profession, but we'll get more into that if I ever do decide to actually switch up my professions. Gotta be kiting, man. You can just join a group of people around you over there. Oh, wait, you guys see this? Look at that. Look at this. What I found. I found a battered chest hidden underwater. Looks like I'm in pee, to be honest. We get from this one. Silver bar. That's actually... that might be worth a lot. This early on, a silver bar, that's probably freaking bank, dude. I need to hit up a vendor pretty soon here. So as you guys just saw, I found a chest while randomly kind of exploring this little cavern that I had to be in for my quests. Now, this is a pretty common situation to find stuff like this, kind of scattered throughout little caverns. And it works very similarly to how the herbalism stuff works earlier, like I explained. They have nodes, and though they don't necessarily spawn in the same locations, generally speaking, you're more likely to find these in caves or in enemy NPC camps. As you get higher level, they might contain even more rare items, or they might even be locked, requiring you to have special items in order to open them. But they're always a nice find, and you usually get some good stuff out of them. Oh, dude, I just shredded this thing. Holy shit. Hey, there it is, baby. Level 10. Alright, here's a really big explanation time. Alright, when you guys hit level 10, I'm going to open it right here, you get talent trees. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably familiar with the concept of talent trees. When you put a point in, unlike other games, you can't just instantly revoke it. You put it in, I'm pretty sure it gives you a confirmation message, and then, you know, that's it. You're focused on that talent tree. You can put some in one tree and some in another tree, but obviously the further in you get, the cooler stuff you get. So, while leveling, I want this account to be a mage DPS account, which is the balance tree for me because I'm a druid. Now, druids are pretty unique in the fact that I can be like a mage DPS, I can be a melee DPS or tank with this setup, or I could actually be a restore druid. So I'm gonna nature's grat. I'm gonna look at these and I'm gonna figure out what I want actually. Now, another thing that happens at level 10 that I think is really nice is that a lot of people get a class quest. Now, in addition to the talent trees, this is kind of what allows you to start identifying more with your character. You can kind of pick the direction more, and it helps you kind of break out from just the generic everyone has very similar abilities kind of style that low-level content tends to be. For me, as a druid, this means I get to work towards unlocking my first shapeshift form. I'm not going to take you guys through the entire quest, but there's some cool stuff that happened along the way. Now, the cool part about this quest is that it takes me to a contested area. Now, this is an area meant for druids, so all druids of both the Horde and Alliance factions are going to be there. So, both factions share this same quest, and as you're going to see right there, that red person that just ran past me, the cow-looking guy, that's a Tauren. Now, Tauren is part of the Horde faction. So since he's part of the Horde faction, I could technically attack him since I'm Alliance. However, first of all, he's a higher level than me and he'd probably kill me, but also, if I choose to attack him in a city, all of the city guards will then just pile on me and kill me, very similar to getting attacked in a city in Deadman mode. If someone misclicks on you or they attack you there, all of the city guards will start piling you. So it's not something that's really a good idea. However, if we leave the safety of the city, we could fight without any kind of punishment. Alright, let's see. Body and heart, complete quest. Yes! Look at it. Alright, hang on. Is it just feral combat? Look at this, boys. I'm a freaking bear! Fuck yeah, dude. Now, as you can see on the screen right now, I did get all the way up to level 13. And it was really cool because someone from my stream, Sick Monkey, actually came in and he was hanging out with me and we were questing together since all my friends had already gone to sleep at this point. So, I'm still working on starting up that guild, and if you guys want to do quests, dungeons, or eventually raids together, you're all welcome to join it. I would like to include more in this video, but it's already dragging on kind of long because I'm trying to make it, like I said, very noob friendly and give you guys tons of explanations. Now, because it's the first episode, I'm sorry if it's a lot to digest, but I feel like a lot of you guys are going to like the fact that I'm kind of trying to make these comparisons so that maybe you can sort of understand what's going on a little bit better, I guess. Oh, so I've been on for like 9-10 hours now. I would have liked to get in a bit more time, but I think this is probably a good place to cut it. It's going to be just a quick restart, but I played through the night. It's 10 a.m. now, so I'm going to give myself a quick break to grab some food, use the restroom, and then edit this video and put it up for you guys. I really just want to know if you guys liked or didn't like certain parts of this video. Please just tell me what you liked or didn't like, because I'm going to try and figure out how to structure these types of videos based on that. I'm going to keep doing these kind of like progressy videos for this account until it gets to a higher level, at which point I can do like loot from X hours of this dungeon or farming this material and stuff like that, because when I do stuff like that at this level, it'll kind of become irrelevant, like if I do loot from 10 hours of a low-level dungeon or something, but we'll see as we get higher up. So just let me know what you guys want to see, if you liked the structure of this video, because it's going to be kind of like some random stuff, some tip stuff. I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out, but just let me know. You know, leave all your interests and disinterests in this video down below so I can know what to do better for next time, and I'll see you guys tomorrow or in a couple days. I have no idea what the track of time is with the next video.